Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's a new week, which means it's a new weekly. For this layout, I'm combining two loves. I'm combining my love of musical theatre with the love of the brilliant Carrie Hope Fletcher, who uploads vlogs over on her channel, which is It's Way Past My Bedtime. Carrie is not only a vlogger, she's a renowned book author, she's also a brilliant musical theatre actress. She's got more hats and jobs than I know what to do with, and she does them all beautifully. She's currently in the musical Heathers, which is at the Other Palace in the UK, and she announced this week that it's going to the West End. So Heathers has been such a good run that they're moving it on to the West End, which I'm really excited about because Heathers was sold out pretty much the moment it was announced. It sold out, and now it's moving to the West End where there will be more tickets available. So that was enough for me to open up my weekly and think, yeah, I'm going to a Westerberg High. I'm going to do a Heathers themed weekly layout. As usual with this layout, I didn't have a full plan of how I wanted it all to come together, but I know that I've seen the promotional poster for Heathers the Musical and I loved the three Heathers at the top. So I've put that in on the left hand side and added the Westerberg High School logo to complete that top row of doodles. And then I went in to put the Heathers title and completely made it bigger than the box that I'd given space for. So I've just made the box bigger because that saved me rubbing it all out and starting again. Last week I made a tiny little tracker and it was probably a little bit too small even by my standards. So I've got rid of my next weekly box where I see the following week ahead. I've got rid of that. I've put my tracker on the right hand side in its place. Which means that I've got a little space down on the left hand side, which I thought was a perfect little space to put in a hint of blue for the brilliant Veronica Sawyer. I've only recently watched Heathers. It was a film starring Winona Ryder, and I was inspired to watch it purely because I'd been watching Carrie's vlogs and she got the role as Veronica Sawyer, so I went and had a watch. It's that American school cliquey film where you've got the popular girls and then the popular girls are pretty mean to the main students, so stuff ends up happening and it all kicks off. I don't want to spoil it for you. I would say if you would go and watch the film, that's the first one, and then if you're in the UK, absolutely get your tickets for the West End production of Heathers, because A, Carrie will be in it, so you'll get to see how brilliant she is. But B, I've got a feeling that this film, as much as it's beautiful to watch, I think on stage it wouldn't be an absolute blinder of a show to watch. I probably should say that I film in my kitchen, and whenever somebody goes to open the fridge, they have to go past me and past the light. So every now and then you'll notice the lighting will go a bit funny. That's usually somebody going for a bit of a cheeky snack out of the fridge while I'm filming. One of the Veronicas in the poster has black hair, so I'm going to use the same trick I used in my Pinocchio spread, which is to colour in the hair navy blue first and then go back over with the black pen, leaving some of that blue poking through to show a bit of contrast and highlight rather than it be black on white. I've been using these Faber Castell pens for well over a year now and they've done brilliantly. I've not had any problems, the colours are all still brilliant. But I have used the light blue pen so much more than the rest of the colours. I've used it for background colour. I've just done a July setup that's all been oceans themed. So I've used that a lot, which now means that this week my light blue pen has run out. So I think I'm going to have to start looking at getting a new set of colouring pens because I need that light blue, especially for the Heathers layout, which has a light blue background. What a week for my light blue pen to run out. So I've scoured the house. I could not find a blue colouring pen, a felt tip pen, a wax crayon, anything light blue. So I resorted to my trusty acrylic paints. So I'm going to paint in, for the first time in my journal ever, I've put acrylic paint into. I think in hindsight, if I knew that I was going to have the light blue problem, then I would have painted first and then outlined over the top. But that's hindsight. So I wanted to do a bright blue background for the quote and the Heathers the Musical, so I'm going in with acrylic paint. I definitely considered stopping filming and running out and buying a cheap blue pen, But I had the acrylics to hand, and I'm very doubtful that I can find anywhere where I could just buy a light blue. I think that's why people like Tombows and those water-based markers, because you can buy them singularly. Wow, what a word. But yeah, I've never done that. I've never wanted to spend that much money on one pen. You know me, I like value and I like quantity for how much I'm going to spend. So I'm at that point now. Do I go and buy one Tombow in the light blue colour that I want? Or do I go and scour Amazon for a new set of pens, and my Faber Castells can go into my 2-year-old's bedroom and he can colour for his heart's delight? So while I spend the week Googling for new pens, I hope you have a great one. This is my Heather's Theme Musical Weekly. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe, and I will see you next Sunday.